with me, let's ride the waves, get away, somewhere where troubles have no place. Let's lie in a boat as it rocks us to sleep, with the distant sounds of the vast open sea. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. A big warm welcome if you're new. I would love for you to stay and click that subscribe button. I'm so excited to announce that this is part of the challenge that I'm hosting, so be sure to check the description box for the playlist of everyone else who's participating. So this is my jar. It's a bit of a fancy one. It's got like a candle holder and a jar stuck all together as one. First up, you want to create some kind of barrier because we're going to be pouring in some artificial water. It's kind of like resin. So I'm going to be using a bit of plasticine just to create the barrier so that I can get the water exactly where I want it, because I don't want it to cover the whole surface of the jar. So I'm just squishing my plasticine and then we're going to insert it inside the jar. I think that might do. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is our barrier inside. If you don't have plasticine, you can use clay, for example. The next thing you're going to want is some resin or a bottle of this realistic water. This realistic water works like resin in the sense of that it's the same curing time. It needs to be poured in layers, but the only difference is that you don't have a part A and B, so that just saves me time, and that's why I'm using this. Then I'm taking these miniature rocks and I'm going to place them inside the jar in the little barrier that we've created, and then pour some of that realistic water on top. Then you're going to want to use some kind of colouring for your water. So I'm taking this Mica powder from Arteza in emerald green. They also provide you with a little spoon, so that's come in handy because I'm going to use it to mix everything together. Look at how beautiful this colour is. I really love these powders because they have a metallic shimmer to them. Make sure to check the description box if you want the links for the powder as well as the realistic water. And now we're simply just going to pour it in to the little area that we have created. So as you can see, I've just added in a bit more plasticine because I want the water to be quite high. And when you're working with resin or this realistic water, you do need to pour it in layers and wait for it to cure. So this was my first layer, and then I waited 24 hours and I'm going to pour another layer. So I might need about 3 layers in total, we'll see. Okay, so our second layer has cured. We're going to go in with a third layer now. I'm going to add a bit of landscaping by adding a stone in the middle of the water. It's wet at the moment, it hasn't cured. And again, while it's wet and hasn't cured, I'm going to add this miniature boat inside. Once everything's cured, you're going to remove the plasticine. Okay, so once you remove all your plasticine, you're going to fill the sides with some sand. You can take a paintbrush and tidy any of the sand that has fallen into your artificial water. Okay, so we're going to carry on working on our landscaping, and next you're going to need some substrate or some soil depending on whatever plants you're using, but make sure that the plants that you're using are suitable for terrariums and closed terrariums, because my one is a closed one. So I inquired and made sure that I grabbed some plants that are suitable for a closed terrarium and humidity, so tropical plants do really well. If you're a beginner, I would suggest using moss or fern. They do really well in closed terrariums. Don't use any cacti or succulents in closed terrariums. If you're having an open terrarium, they're fine. So I'm going to pour my substrate and start arranging my plants. I do recommend using a funnel to do this. If you don't have one, you can go ahead and make a paper one like I have here. I'm going to add some height just to make the landscaping look really interesting by adding in some stones and pebbles and then covering them up with some plants. And then it's completely down to you if you want to take some more rocks and add them in. I did try, but it just looked way better without it because I don't have much space that I'm working with. So once you're done, all you need to do is take your lid and put it on top. And this is the finished project. I am so delighted with it. I mean, I think we can all do with a little bit of paradise in our homes right now. And for those that know me, know that I absolutely love my miniatures and terrariums, artificial water, nature and greenery. So I really love that this DIY brings all of those together in one. I hope that you all feel refreshed watching this DIY and that you give it a go yourself. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to check the playlist for everybody else's videos. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.